Well, hi there. Warm welcome. You're watching Blueprint Explosive Exclusive, and I'm Meghna Deka. Well, we've been telling you how India is getting battle ready, but now we are going to tell you how Pakistan is scurrying to bring its ragtag army together and are rushing their troops, rushing deployment across to the border because they fear that India may attack in the next 24 to 36 hours. It's not us saying it. It's Pakistan's own ministers, own politicians who are coming out and saying that they fear that India is going to attack Pakistan anytime now. But today on this show, we are going to be telling you about Pakistan's battle plan. It's all out there. We'll get you visuals, we'll get you satellite images as well as their battle deployment as to where they feel they may be targeted from. Because tonight, the cracks in Pakistan's war theatre are no longer just visible. They are gaping wide open. What we are witnessing isn't just military mobilization from Pakistan, it is a complete meltdown. Because the question today is Pakistan losing even before the battle begins? From missing in action, Army General, of course, Munir, there are reports which are coming in that he's already fled to London with his family. There are reports that he's gone missing, and there are reports of families of other officials also fleeing abroad. There is panic inside Pakistan's power corridors, and that is very palpable now. Well, this is not strategy, this is fear-fueled scrambling. Now you also have these visuals which are coming in of Pakistan deploying its fighter jets. Which are their fighter jets? They are JF-17 and J-10s, which have been deployed along with F-16s. These are going to Karachi and LOC. That's the deployment of the military jets of Pakistan. Let's also get you more details which are coming in as to who all are supporting Pakistan. Because remember, when India takes on Pakistan, it's also going to take on the all-weather allies of Pakistan. For example, Turkey. Now, this is one country which has already come out very openly in support of Pakistan. And now you can see how there is a military cargo which was sent in 6 different C-130 Hercules aircraft, which was rushed across to Pakistan. Well, this is from Ankara to Islamabad. Turkey may have, in some of the reports, denied it. But what we are also going to show for you are visual details of what has happened. The military cargo was loaded as well. And there was a flight radar as well, which showed just how this was loaded and taken across to Pakistan. That was the military aid. We don't know what was inside the military cargo per se, but then it is expected to be trying to shore up Pakistan's arsenal. There's, of course, Yemen, which has already threatened India's INS Vikrant aircraft. This is all as per intel details which are now coming in. Iran has also said it may deploy brigades to the border with Pakistan to help Pakistan in all of this. So India's intelligence report, and this is dated 29, just yesterday in April, have exposed this growing axis of support which is coming in. But tonight the signs are very unmistakable. Pakistan is firmly in panic mode, and its movements are suggesting more than fear and strategy. But as I was telling you about the Pakistan's provocations, this is the list of provocations by Pakistan, and you can see all of it mapped out for you on this map. You had on 22nd, on the day of the terror attack, which was in Uri. This is the kind of provocation that we have seen. You had Uri first, then you had 24th of April, which was at Lipa Valley. This is where ceasefire violations had been happening, one after the other. We are mapping it to you because a desperate Pakistan is doing everything it can to ensure that there is fire on the LOC as well. 27th, there were ceasefire violations which were there in Kupwara as well as in Poonch. On 28th, there were ceasefire violations in Kupwara, in Baramulla as well as Akhnur. 29th, there were ceasefire violations along the international border as well. This is at Sundarbani, at Akhnur as well as Nowshera. You can see all of how we have Pakistan violating the ceasefire, trying to keep the ceasefire hot. Meanwhile, we have been telling you how even before a bullet is fired, Pakistan's top leadership seems to be fleeing the front line. Convenient, isn't it? They have abandoned their own country, they've abandoned their own soldiers, and they have fled to safety across in London mostly. Well, there are images and flight tracking data which have now emerged showing the movement of key individuals from Pakistan all the way across to the UK, fueling speculation of a leadership exodus which is happening at the time of the crisis. Who are these leaders? Well, none other than General Munir, who is, of course, the army chief. Well, reports are telling us that General Munir has fled across to London. He's taken his entire family after making provocative speeches against India. He's conveniently left his soldiers and fled. There are others too from the Pakistani cabinet who've decided to flee. Meanwhile, that's not all. Let's also tell you how here you have the details of who's run away. You have Asim Munir, as I was telling you, the Pakistani army chief. He's believed to have fled all the way across to London about 4 days back. You also have Hanif Abbasi, the Pakistani railway minister, who also has been speaking about India, rabble-rousing around India. It is believed that his family also has relocated to London. They were ferried away in a private jet. This is one man who's ensured the safety of his own family, if not his own nation. But that's not all. Listen in to the meltdown which is unfolding within Pakistan's leadership. In fact, Pakistan's foreign minister, Ishaq Dar, has openly admitted that Islamabad is the one which made significant efforts to ensure that TRF is not named in UN's condemnation statement of the Pahalgam attack. Meanwhile, Minister Ataullah Tarar has claimed that Pakistan's being unfairly targeted and dismissed the accusations as being fabricated. In a stunning escalation, you also have Pakistani senator dragging in the Babri Masjid issue, declaring that there's a day which is not going to be far away when Pakistani soldier, even General Munir, are going to be there offering prayers at the Babri themselves. Let me go across to our panelists. Today, joining us on the show, we have Colonel Utkarsh Rathore, a defense expert. We also have Dr. Saeed Elahi, a leader with the PMLN and a former minister of Pakistan's Punjab province. Appreciate you, sir, joining us. Dr. Elahi, I'm going to come to you first. We know that there is a scramble which is happening in Pakistan to try and rush your troops, try and rush your Howitzers as well as your fighter jets across to the border. But does it seem that Pakistan's already fighting a losing war? Because let's face it, your own army general has fled the battlefield. He's probably left the country. Your topmost mantris are ensuring the safety and security of their own families, not even their own nation. And all you have is a lot of bluff, a lot of bluster, which is coming in sound bites.
Thank you for your comments, but I think that is your whole statement was a bundle of lies and it was not factual. Army chief had meeting last night with the military and other officials and governors, and they decided how to react. And as you have shown...
Where is the army chief now, Dr. Elahi?
Army chief is in Islamabad. Yesterday he had meeting with the formation commanders, which was shown on all channels.
Where is his family? Have they left for London?
No, their family and everybody, his brothers, sisters, mother, everybody in Islamabad, because they have clarified yesterday that each member of the family is in Rawalpindi. And as you said, because as you have shown, because the Indian preparation for war and Indian preparation and threats are on, so we have to be ready for that. That's why what you have shown on your channel, Army, Air Force, Navy, they have to be ready. If there is any attack or intrusion, it has to be hit back with full force and full strength. Because,
but Dr. Elahi, no one in India has said that India is going to attack Pakistan. Indian leadership has said that we will wage a war against terror. So are you accepting, like some of your others, that Pakistan is a synonym for terror? No one said we are attacking Pakistan.
I think Indian channels are showing in Indian military moving towards border and their air force scrambling in the air of Kashmir area. So once the army is moving, airplanes are moving, fighters are moving, the opponents have to be ready for the attack and to reply.
I believe you misunderstood the entire introduction. These were Pakistan's howitzers, your trucks, your army trucks.
I understand.
And jets which have been rushed. But Colonel Utkarsh Rathore, would you like to come in? Pakistan seems to be scurrying and trying to fight, at least put up a fight against what seems to be a losing war. Because not only Is it going to be about military? It's also about moral. When it comes to the moral wall, they've already lost that, isn't it?
What Dr. Elahi is saying is actually the mindset of Pakistan today. And that is speaking from the panic mode. And they are saying, their information minister is saying that India is going to attack. And it's a very good situation for everyone to keep Pakistan guessing and be in a state of panic. And this panic must prevail in the minds of Pakistanis till a final result of this standoff is drawn. He is right that we are not waging a war. We are not waging a war against Pakistan. We are waging a war against a terror rogue country and terrorism that has been unleashed on us. Now what will happen from here? What they are perceiving that they are going to be attacked by India, yes, it may come. Your worst fears may come true, and very soon that too, because this is inevitable. What you are staring at is an abject defeat. What you are staring at is the breaking of Pakistan. So that dream and that arrogance which you have been harboring as two-nation theory, it soon be crumble and meet the dust. This is what is going to happen.
Dr. Elahi, you have a prediction they're coming in from India. We never said India is going to be attacking Pakistan. It is Pakistan which has decided that a war on terror means a war on Pakistan. Perhaps you've read the writing on the wall, Mr. Elahi.
I think India is putting allegations on Pakistan, and you are not watching your internal problems and your freedom movements in Kashmir.
We have one internal problem, which is terrorism pushed in by Pakistan. That is our problem.
Even Indian general who was sacked yesterday, he said it is our problem, our people who are making terrorism. So putting allegations on Pakistan will not solve the problem.
I can understand, Mr. Elahi. It's hard for you to accept it. I understand when your own ministers have gone and said, "Humne TRF ka naam hatwa diya tha." You have been actively shielding and admitting to shielding terrorist organizations. What are you talking about, Mr. Elahi?
We are fighting terrorism for many years, and Pakistani army is the only army in the world.
Like you were fighting Osama bin Laden.
Which is
busy fighting Osama bin Laden, busy fighting Hafiz Saeed.
They are in combat against terrorism. And from 40 years, they are trying to curb terrorism.
But Pakistan is the synonym of terror.
By different neighboring countries, including India. Because Kulbhushan is the very, very clear evidence that India...
Achha, what's happening on the Afghanistan border? Dr. Elahi, tell us about that. Are you worried about your Afghanistan border? Used to be your friend.
No, we are not. Afghanistan border is not any risk for us. Because Afghanistan border is safe for us. Despite of Taliban and small number of miscreants or terrorists can be handled very easily. And we have been handling them from last
What's your idea of handling?
We will handle them and will crush them on the western border. And if anything happens on eastern border, any terrorism, that will be crushed off.
Colonel Utkarsh Rathore, you belong to the Indian Armed Forces. You've seen the reality on ground. You care to give our esteemed guest from Pakistan a reality check?
Pakistan needs a reality check here. It's still harboring terrorists. The entire world call you a terrorist state. Entire world calls you a failed state. And still you want to be on the high pedestal. Your reality check comes from the 52 Islamic countries. Nobody is standing with you today. You are isolated. And that's just your general whom you have been eulogizing for very long. This man is isolated within the army. He is isolated within the army. And that is why his miscalculation of Pahalgam massacre has backfired. He does not know how to deal with this. And soon you will find that this man is removed by the armed forces themselves. Now coming to the Pakistan's strategy.
Right.
Every day, this deep lie is being spread that you are a sufferer of terror yourself. Everybody, you name a world leader who has not accused you of harboring terrorists.
Absolutely.
I mean, it requires lots of a great dose of shamelessness to lie.
Absolutely.
Osama bin Laden is found there. Mullah Umar is found in your place. Everybody is found there.
Well, unfortunately, at the end of it, the snakes in Pakistan's own backyard have come back to bite, and they may be forced to pay the price for this terror now that India has declared war on terror. And enough is the message which is going out. Thank you so much, Colonel Utkarsh Rathore, for joining us. Appreciated Dr. Saeed Elahi for joining us here on the show. Without a short break, don't go anywhere.